YouTube, it's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, back at you. Check this out. The show we take a look at whatever deck we want to take a look at. Have ourselves a good old time. Today, everybody, we're taking a look at a deck that is deceptively simple and amazingly effective. It's the Mikankos, aka Kaiju Abuse. That is what we are up to today. We're just taking a look at Mikankos. Pretty straightforward bunch. You got a bunch of ladies who don't take the damage, and if you give them an equip, your opponent takes all of the damage. It's very straightforward. You just give them a big monster and run into that monster to just deal lots of damage. We're attempting to OTK as often as humanly possible, and we'll see how it goes. Somehow I'm not a pro with this deck, even though it's very simple to do. It's a matter of what you're up against, really, that'll decide your fate. So we got ourselves our deck. We're going to show this off in EDO Pro, that wild yes Yu-Gi-Oh! Show you the wombos and the combos and all the good stuff and attempt to OTK our opponent with our dastardly might that we have. So, let's get right into the action. We'll show off this deck, have a good time with it, and do lots of damage. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day, another card game. And the name of today's game is to go second. I'm a little off on the camera. There we go. So yes, going second is where we want to go. We don't really want to go first too often. We technically can. We just don't want to. That's the thing. Going second is a little detrimental to our health. So we're going to go at it and see where this goes. Opening hand, none too shabby. I would literally like another one of my Mikanko spells. Or if I get that sword would be great. There's a lot of cards we can get that would be really good. We'll see how it goes. My opponent's starting with a Charcoal and Pachi. Ooh. Heart of the Underdog. Herbo, wow. I have to say, very impressive indeed. Alrighty, so what we're going to go ahead and do is start doing some reverse damage to our opponent's face. We're going to use the Prep of Rites to get our Mikanko Ritual Monster. Weird thing with Mikankos is we have a Ritual Monster. We can summon it without the Ritual Spell. We really don't use the Ritual Spell in this deck. You could, but really, it doesn't matter too much. But we're going to go ahead and get the Great Mikanko Ceremony, because we need it. And we're going to go ahead and ditch a Mikanko. Doesn't really matter who at the moment. The red one. The red one will work. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to play our Great Mikanko Ceremony. I'll save Teleport for later. And we're going to summon our Ritual Lady. Now that we control our Ritual, we're going to go for this. We're just trying to build up as many monsters as possible. Because how the Mikankos work is that you have your Mikankos. What you're trying to do is equip them with equip spells so that your opponent takes all the damage. The Ritual already has this power, but the rest need more. And we're going to use the green equip spell, the Mikanko Dance. And we're going to bring back our red lady. Let's see, target equip and equip, not yet. We're going to go ahead and bring back the red and equip her with the green. Now that you're equipped with the card, the Mikanko red, then she gets me any of my cards that I need. And let's see here, what do I want? What do I want? What do I need? I need an equip, but I'm going to get this equip. Because I'm going to try and OTK my opponent. That's the plan anyway. And we're going to activate the Hidden Armory. Hidden Armory lets you get any equip, but you can't do a normal summon. But more importantly, okay, this gives them attack points. Doesn't matter. Either way, this ought to be... It's not quite game. Well, actually, technically, no, it's not game. It's close, but it's not quite. Not quite. But I will have two monsters with equips, and my opponent surrenders, which is unfortunate because he didn't have to surrender. I didn't quite have game. If you had a monster in attack mode, I would have, though. Because Double-Edged Sword is the way we OTK people. Because of this card, a monster gets 2,000 attack, and both players take the damage from damage involving this card. So basically, with the Mikanko, it turns into double damage on anything. It's pretty amazingly busted. It's pretty busted. But this is the perfect illustration of what we're trying to do. It's unfortunate my opponent surrendered before I could do the damage. I was really looking forward to what he was trying to draw into. I imagine this is Exodia or something, but it would have been funny as hell to see it. Regardless, you get the perfect idea of what Mikankos are doing. We swarm the board, do the equips, do the damage. So let's go for duel number 2 and see if we can actually show the damage step. That would be nice. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And hopefully this time actually hit the damage step. Sometimes people run from the Konkos. Him also might run from me with this lighting thing. I'm trying to use my phone to change the lighting a little bit. It's kind of working, but not really. What are we up against? Infernobles. Okay. That could be worse. I really just need an equip spell. That's the thing I'm really jonesing for, is like an equip spell. I kind of use those to do many things. We're Noble Arms music. Okay, the new Noble Arms stuff. With, let's see, blah, blah, blah. Pay 1200, add a Noble Arms card, add Durandal. Okay. Actually, this should be fine. I don't think the phone thing's working. It's also hurting my eyes. Bright light on that thing. But regardless, yeah, his deck is going to be about making, like, big dude. It's going to be about making one big dude. My archetype, this whole deck is all about beating over one big dude. Like Mr. Gearfried here. Well. So, like, yeah, he can summon Gearfried. He can give it all the equips in the world. I will not be intimidated by any of his nonsense. Ricardo, okay. Ricardo. Baron. Okay, one Baron de Fleur. One Ricardo. What does this do? Target a level 4, summon more thing, go for more cards. Modern Yu-Gi-Oh, everybody. It's all about summoning so many cards. So many mice. It's got the cheese. Man. Alright, so what is he trying to do? He did something. I think he turned this into a tuner. Alright. Yes, hold. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to just interrupt this guy in any way, shape, or form. We'll see. Okay, so he will use up his Baron de Fleur. I am fine with this. I am totally fine with that. You know, it doesn't really matter too much. I just wanted to have some interactivity with my opponent. That's the thing about Mikankos. They're all about interacting with the opponent. You know, it's what they do. Excalibur. The brothers from other mothers, which summons yet another monster. Or no, this... Oh, wait, hold on. He's doing that effect. Why would you get the cards back? I thought you were going to make, like, Arthur and equip everything. Or not. Okay. Interesting, indeed, indeed. Hello, Lava Golem. Which would normally be my go-to here, but I don't know if that's going to work as well. We'll see. We'll see, indeed. So what does this do? Detach number of materials. Okay. Okay. Let's start with prep of rites and see where this goes. Okay, no ash blossom detected. So, should be good. I would normally go for the golem, but I don't have the equip I need to do that. I don't have the equip I need to do things. Let's see. Add a Mikanko equip spell. Cool. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're going to ditch the Immortal Gearfried, give him a Kaiju. My opponent does not need to have large creatures. That's my job. Alright. So now we're going to go ahead and add our ceremony. And we're going to ditch the red girl. The red girl is really the best one to ditch with that effect. Just because, you know, you can revive her from the grave and get more things out. It's pretty neat. So we'll summon our Ohime. And we're going to ditch the green equip again. Hello. Green equip. And then I can use the green equips effect. Bring back my girl. And no, I don't know what to equip right now. Thank you. I appreciate it. And let's see. That's 3, 6. Should be an OTK right here. Ought to be. Do I still have my summon? I could Kaiju again. That's the neat thing. So let's go ahead and summon out the green one. She'll get me... oh. I accidentally gave him a monster. Here's cheese. You know, we can give our... Yeah, the fiery dance can revive an opponent's monster. It's meant to facilitate the damage thing. Obviously not a good idea right at the moment, but it still works. Let's go ahead and Kaiju again for Lava Golem, just in case. and go for broke, because that ought to be the damage calc that we just nearly had. Just nearly. Okay. But again, that is what our deck is trying to do. We're just trying to kaiju our opponent's stuff, give them big monsters, do the reverse damage, and when my opponent sticks around, we do a lot of damage. But that I'm counting as an OTK because we had more than enough damage to do so. Even if we didn't, Lava Golem would have burnt him to death in a standby phase, so, you know, we're pretty solid. I call a victory based on me giving my opponent cheese. That's how it's going. They don't call me cheeses for nothing. All right, but let's go ahead for a third duel. We're going to get into the damage step one way or another today. We're going to get into that damage step and do that sweet damage. All righty, the third opponent, the fighting third. And no more appropriate deck, for today is a deck all about fighting. All right, what do we have? It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, it's always good to see Nibiru in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Because a lot of swarming deck. Okay, we're up against Traptrix. I have played many a Traptrix. Actually, I had to do Traptrix for Master Duel because I finally I'm pretty much done with that deck. I want to show it off and do stuff. I just gotta get some replay set up. All right, please tell me that's not all you're gonna do. Okay, no, thank frig. I was worried he was just gonna set pass, which is something Traptrix can still technically do. But because of Halacia, there's so much more they can do that, you know, your opponent's more likely to do more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick them cards right up the floor. 5, 6, 7, 8. You're gonna freaking rage and hate very quickly as soon as I get the things I want. That is not good, though. I don't like the Floodgate Trap Hole. The Floodgate Trap Hole is a bit of a stinky because it flips me face down forever. And I have no way of stopping that. Mayhaps a copy of Harpy's Feather Duster would have been a good idea. Alright, so which Xyz are you going to make? I mean, if I was you, I would make Pina Colada. But apparently you don't believe in Pina Coladas, or getting caught in the rain or anything. Alright, let's go ahead and clear this dude's board. I don't trust his board, although he could Rafflesia this. But you know what, that's using up a card in his hand, so I'll take it. Or a card in his deck, I should say. You know, we'll put this guy on notice. He like, okay, now he knows I have Nibiru. That'll make him think twice about summoning a whole bunch of monsters again. It'll make him think twice about that. Arachnicampa, okay. See, that's one of the tricky things about trying to spell trap, blow up a Traptrix player, is that now they have protection, which triggers Sarah's effect and does all sorts of things. Alright, let's see about this. We combat the traps with spells. Or extra, we don't even use the extra deck in this deck, really. I mean, you technically can, but there's really little reason to do it. I did briefly consider throwing in Waking the Dragon as a going first option in this deck, just to kind of screw with your opponent. You know, I've got things like Dragoon and Last Warrior in my deck. It's a lot of funny stuff, a lot of funny things. What can I say? I like some funny cards. Let's see. Gonna have to think about this one real hard. We're gonna go ahead and activate our Ohime. We already have Ceremony, so we can add other things. I probably should have Kaiju'd already, but it doesn't really matter too much. Not really. Not especially. What is he going to do? He will Gravedigger Hole me. Okay, that's fine. I mean, it's not fine, but it's like, okay, kind of fine. It's kind of like, okay. I just need to do something about the Floodgate Trap Hole. That's the card that's going to give me trouble. Because it'll just flip down whatever I want. I really, really would have liked my double-edged sword. I wouldn't have to worry about anything if I had that bloody sword. Nothing, I say. Traptrix, the control deck that just keeps... Just Sarah alone, you just have to play the deck normally, and she just generates so much stuff. Get you monsters, get you your traps. The monsters you summon more often than not give you the traps. Crazy. Okay. Ooh, old school tech. Okay, I can respect that. Let's go ahead and kaiju the Rafflesia. So there's less trap holes I need to worry about. That's a good start. And what? What? You gonna cry about it? No. No crying for you. You're not allowed to cry. Let's activate the Great Mikanko Ceremony and summon forth our beastly boss. Come on. Do something about it. You have one card that can stop me still. Can't play the other two. I already know that. You already set them. You set them this turn. You can't do it. So you have Floodgate, Trap Hole, and that's about it. That's about it, Pilgrim. What say you to that? I wish I had a Mikanko in the grave. That would have been cool. That would have been really neat. Okay, hey. Let's see. Send a Mikanko from the deck to the grave. Yeah, I did want a Mikanko in the grave. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Normal summon our Fiery Lass. And we'll see where this goes. We shall see. Yeah, the only trap hole he has that really affects me is that one. So let's go ahead, equip our monster. I'm going to activate her effect. I'm going to go ahead and get Mikanko Fire Dance. We're going to activate our ceremony to ditch another monster. We're going to ditch the... Actually, hold on. Let's see. Target an equipped spell in the grave. Into your hand. No. I was thinking the green one to get the trap, but then I remember the trap is like the worst thing I could go for right now. Target a face-up monster controls. I control it to the end phase. That doesn't help me in any meaningful way. Not especially. We're going to go for bringing out the third girl. And no. Will he floodgate me? Probably should. I mean, I have game right here. Unless he doesn't understand how Mikankos work. Unless he just does not comprehend. To be fair, this is modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Reading cards is really just a suggestion that most players ignore. And Mikankos do have like a wall of text. Okay, he is smart enough to do that. Regrets. Big regrets. Okay. Well, sadly, I don't have the OTK I would have liked, but at least we finally hit the damage step. That's always a plus. It's always a plus when we actually do the damage. And let me think. I could get a new monster. If there were reason to do that, though. Not especially. Not especially. We'll just end our turn for now. We'll see where this goes. We'll see. What does my opponent have to stop me? It is... There's a lot of things he could probably have. Probably a few things he could potentially have. Such as access code talker, and that's pretty much it. Pretty much. That's all I can think of that Traptrix would run to out me, other than, I don't know, having double A Zeus. Things of that nature are about all he's got that he could do anything to me. But I also have my arabesque, so he'd have to get rid of that before he blows up my Mikanko. Nani? Why would you kaiju that? That goes back to my hand, dude. You could have made way more progress kaijuing somebody else. I'm just saying. Oh, hey, Nepties. Okay, I'll give this dude props. He is playing some funny techs. Nepties you don't see in a lot of Traptrix decks, but she does do stuff. You activate a whole trap card, add to your hand, or summon a Traptrix from the deck. Basically, Sarah before Sarah. Actually, kind of looks like Sarah. A little bit. A little. Like if Nepty's got a haircut, would look a lot like Sarah. Huh. It's kind of weird. It's kind of interesting, actually. Anyway, what is he gonna do now? That I'm curious about. That I'm curious. He's thinking. My opponent's thinking. He knows his trap holes don't do anything. He knows I have this, but it doesn't do anything. He knows at least roughly how my Mikankos work. So yeah, unless he's planning to make access code or something of that nature, there's really nothing he can do. Not really, unless he just straight up goes for Baguska, but I don't see it happening. It's possible, but I doubt it. Ah, Adipus. I completely forgot about Adipus. Well, that might actually be the game right there, because Adipus negates stuff. I don't have the equip that negates things, or that prevents targeted. That, yeah, I think I'll just lose to that, because he'll just put everything in attack mode and wipe out my butt. Or not. Okay. Okay, I think my opponent just made a big old misplay there. To be completely honest, I think that was a bit of a misplay on their part. Should have blown up the kaiju and run me over right there, but no. 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 Okay. The problem is I was going to think about Nibiruing my opponent, but that's no longer an option. I was thinking about it, but then I remembered Gravedigger's Trap Hole. So, if I can just get an equip spell, I'm good. But I need to have an equip spell. That's the trick. That's the bit of the trick right there. If I don't get an equip spell, I'm kind of boned. So we'll see. We'll see. And yeah, I'd normally Nibiru, but that doesn't help. I can still do it, but nah, it doesn't really matter. What really matters is he's going to get another floodgate trap hole, because if he does, I'm boned. Okay, I'm boned. Oh, okay. Well, that is an unfortunate turn of events. I completely forgot about Adipus somehow. It was ironic, considering she's like the most important Traptrix like finisher. She's the closer of the Traptrix. She is their penultimate boss monster. And I was really hoping to out that, but unfortunately, I don't think I can. Just the presence of the floodgate trap hole is all that really needs to happen to me to lose. But he had enough damage anyway, even though it's going to take him a turn. Actually, I have an idea. This is stupid, but I'm going to do this anyway. I'm going to use Nibiru just so he doesn't have that trap anymore. In the off chance I draw Ohime or my prep of rites, I might need it. You never know. And my opponent's time ran out! Oh. Okay. I can only do one honorable thing. And we're going to call that a draw. I'm going to call that duel a draw. Just because I might have won, but we'll never know. Maybe, but we don't know. I don't know if I was gonna win or not. Maybe I could have. Maybe I couldn't have. I just do not know. If I'd gotten Ohime, gotten my other spell, possibly, maybe, don't know. But we'll never know. So I'm gonna call that one a draw. Funnily enough, the first draw on this particular show. Let's go for one more duel, though. I want to show off this deck a little bit more. We've done a lot of what we're trying to do, but we haven't gotten that clean OTK yet. So let's give it one more shot to doing that, and we'll see where it goes. Alrighty, the fourth and final opponent, the last chance for romance, the final curtain call, the last rondo. And we'll see where we go. Okay, going second is good. Opening hand is perfectly acceptable. I mean, I've got Pot, I've got Searching for my Red Maiden. I need a Kaiju really bad right now, but we'll see how that goes. Okay. Actually, I don't really need a Kaiju, I don't think. Do the big Neos fusions negate or anything? I don't remember if they do. I remember Sunwither, but he's negated, so he doesn't matter. I'm sorry, Sunwither. Without your effect, you're just nothing. You're nothing. You're just garbage. Garbage. Can't decide to fetch the gate, return to the X-ray during the end phase. Okie dokie. Interesting. Interesting indeed. Alright, what are we gonna do? Is old? That's an old school way of going about it. No, okay, bad puns. What can I say? It's the final duel. I'm just here to have fun with it at this point. We've already shown off what the deck is trying to do. We've done the things we want to do, and we do the things that do the do. The question now is, can we out whatever this guy's trying to do in order to get that clean OTK I want so badly. What is this guy doing? Basic bottom boy hero plays. Not even hero. He's gonna go for like Dark Law and stuff like that. Dark Law. Not a big fan. Not a big fan. I remember one time I played Heroes and I did not build the deck around Dark Law, but he showed up every gosh darn duel. It was a very interesting way of going about it. All right, Polywally Doodle all the day. So are you going for absolute zero with a mass change in there? Potentially. Alrighty, so now it's bloody well, it's finally my turn. Alright. Lordy, he nuked my pot. He went for like dolphin and nuked my pot, which sucks. Alright. Let's go ahead for a kaiju. Gonna go for the kaiju and see where this goes. This is gonna be a tricky one. Bit of a tricky one, but we'll make it work somehow. Alright. Do I go for the Ohime? I don't have... Wait. Hard to say. Let's go for the Ohime and see where this goes. Let's go ahead and add ourselves an equip spell. I'm gonna get this one. Gonna send the lady to the graveyard, and we'll see where this goes. We'll see. The one good thing is my opponent didn't actually get anything to trade off the absolute zero with, so that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and... Oh, almost hit the wrong green. Where is green? There's green. There's green. I probably could have gotten a different card, but this will work just fine. Let's go ahead and get our Mikanko. And let's see. Only get equip spell. Let's see. Only do an opponent's monster. Take control of it. Can I activate the effects of the equipped monster? Yeah? Let's see. To an opponent's monster. To an opponent's monster. To an opponent's monster card. Okay. Ah, for frig's sake, man. I was just about to win. I was just thinking, okay, I've got arabesque. I can equip it to Stratos. Not to you, Stratos. Trade that out for blue, and then I got game right there. Because you lost 1,000 to play one of your cards. So I had game. Damn it. This is the one thing I don't like about this deck, is that when people see what you're about to do, they just kind of rage quit. It's so annoying. That's the annoying thing about this deck. But you get the perfect idea what we're trying to do. Now, maybe not the perfect, because we didn't do as much damage as we could have. But I'm just going to have to end it for today, because I got things I got to do, unfortunately, outside of this. I want to stay all day and play this until I get the perfect duelist, but there are very few of those on EDO Pro. So let's go for the end screen for now. Alrighty, everybody, Mikanko's Kaiju Oppression. We went 3 wins and a draw today, which is a very interesting thing to do. It's a thing with Mikanko. It's a very simple, straightforward strategy. You know, you just give your opponent a big monster and you ram into it. It's like the Diet Coke of making Lionheart. It really is. It's Lionheart. It's Amazon Swordswoman with extra steps. Probably should have said that at the beginning, but I forgot to say that, but I'll say it now. That's what the Mikankos are. They're Swordswoman with extra steps. And it's a strategy that works. It really depends on what your opponent does. In modern Yu-Gi-Oh, there's so much disruption and things that can be put on the board. Like against the Traptrix guy, that's a perfect example. When you're not obstructed, everything's good. If your opponent starts setting in, like, you know, any sort of board stoppers and things like that, can be tricky. I'm actually going to say to remove the Imperm. I think Lightning Storm might actually be a better choice here, just to clear out the back row. Just in light of that, I think this might be slightly better. But regardless, you get the idea what this deck is about. You just summon your monsters, you do the damage, you go home. It's what the deck is meant to do. And I would love them to get more support. I don't know what the support would look like. Maybe they'll get their own kaijus. I mean, Sky Striker's got their own kaiju. Why the heck not Mikanko's? But I enjoyed playing this deck. It was a lot of fun. I just really wish the people on EDO Pro were a bit more willing to take a punch to the face. because a lot of them are not. Sometimes we get lucky with the ones that are willing, but sometimes we're not. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smack the like button to let me know you enjoyed seeing Mikankos, and next time I'll show off that Traptrix deck on Master Duel, because it's about time we do so. So, thanks for watching. Your boy Memphis signing out. I'll see you guys again very soon with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Until next time, y'all stay safe and happy, and y'all have a good one.